Let's face it, online shopping has totally changed the game. I mean, it's this huge global marketplace that feels like it just popped up overnight. But that's created a massive mystery, a real billion-dollar question. Who is this new digital consumer? The person clicking away behind the screen. And maybe more importantly, what really makes them tick?
Okay, so to really get a handle on the scale here, let's just zoom in on one country for a second, India. Back in 2017, the projection was that its e-commerce market would hit a mind-blowing $56 billion by 2023. I mean, that's not just growth, right? That is an absolute explosion. And it turns out there's a specific group of people lighting the fuse.
And boom, here's where the picture gets super sharp. A whopping 90%, 90 of online shoppers in India fall into that young adult category, between 18 and 35 years old. They've got the spending power, and they are, without a doubt, the engine driving this whole digital revolution. So, okay, we know the market is huge, and we know who's in it. But who are they, really?
And that right there, that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? It's the central challenge for anyone trying to figure out this new world. See, it's not just about what people are buying, it's about the why. And the old maps, the playbooks that marketers use for decades to understand shoppers, they're pretty much useless in this new digital territory.
I mean, think about it. For decades, the way we understood shoppers was through this idea of store personality. All the physical stuff you could see and feel, the lighting, the music, the way the store was laid out, even the friendly salesperson who helped you out. But online, poof, all of that is gone. The digital world, it's built on a totally different set of rules. It's about how we hunt for information, how much we trust reviews, and our social connections. We don't need a store personality anymore. What we need is an e-personality.
So that leads us to the big question. How do you even begin to measure the personality of this new online shopper? Well, this is the exact puzzle a team of researchers decided to tackle head-on. They asked, can we build a tool, a reliable way to map out the personality of this digital native consumer? And let me tell you, answering that question could unlock some serious potential for businesses all over the world.
And that's where researchers Vanita Singh, Ranjan Chaudhuri, and Sanjeev Verma come into the picture. They took on this challenge directly. And they weren't just throwing ideas at a wall, not at all. They were on a mission, really, to scientifically build and test a brand new tool, a scale specifically designed to profile the e-personality of these young Indian online shoppers.
And the way they did it was seriously impressive. It was a multi-step process. First, they combed through existing research and pulled together 31 potential personality questions. Then, they brought in a panel of experts from both academia and the industry to help them whittle that list down to the strongest 21 items. Next, they surveyed 200 shoppers and used some heavy-duty data analysis to find hidden patterns. And this is the crucial part. They didn't stop there. They went out and confirmed those patterns with 250 times more shoppers, just to make absolutely sure their findings were rock solid.
So, after all that work, what was the big reveal? Well, they did it. They basically cracked the code. What their research uncovered was that the e-personality of the modern online shopper isn't just one thing. It can be broken down into 4 key measurable personality traits.
And we're not just talking about some dry academic concepts here. Think of them more like 4 distinct personas, 4 faces that represent the different reasons why people are clicking that buy button. So let's meet them.
All right, first up we have innovativeness. You know who these people are. They're the early adopters, the trendsetters. They get a real thrill from being the very first person to own the latest gadget or try out the hottest new thing. The researchers put it perfectly. These are the people who say, if a new product I want is online, I'm interested in buying it right away. They're leading the pack.
Next, we've got the need for uniqueness. Now, for these shoppers, it's not about being first, it's about being different. They're the ones hunting for things that will make them stand out from the crowd. Rare finds, custom-made items, limited editions. The study found they are, and I quote, very attracted to rare products. It's all about that one-of-a-kind find.
Okay, the third trait is novelty-seeking behavior. And this one's really interesting. For these folks, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. They just love the act of browsing, discovering new things, and digging up information online. It's not always about buying. For them, the journey of just Finding new stuff, of having new experiences online, is often just as exciting as actually making a purchase.
And finally, number 4 is opinion leadership. We all know someone like this, right? These are the go-to people, the trusted advisors in their friend group. Everyone turns to them for shopping advice because they're confident, they're knowledgeable, and they actually enjoy helping others make good choices. They see themselves as, quote, a good source of advice when it comes to shopping online.
So there you have it, the innovator, the uniqueness seeker, the novelty seeker, and the opinion leader. But okay, so what? This is way more than just a cool academic exercise. The real power of this discovery is what you can do. Really, what this gives businesses is a strategic toolkit. You can now speak directly to these different personalities. Think about it. You could give special discounts to opinion leaders to get them talking and generating those all-important positive reviews. Or you could highlight peer recommendations, which the study found is a really powerful way to connect with female shoppers in particular. For the novelty seekers, you can pack your website with cool new features and things to discover. It's about building smarter, more targeted marketing that actually resonates with why people shop.
And the researchers themselves knew exactly how powerful this was. They said it themselves. This study will absolutely help companies create marketing strategies that are, quote, better targeted and more effective. It's basically a bridge, closing that gap between the online store and the real person on the other side of the screen.
But you know, like any great breakthrough, cracking this code isn't really the end of the story. In a lot of ways, it's the beginning. It opens up a whole new world of fascinating questions that we can now start to explore.
The researchers themselves pointed out some really exciting next steps. For example, could this same tool help us understand why some people still don't shop online? Do these e-personalities look different in, say, rural areas versus big cities? And the really big one, could this scale work for shoppers in other countries too? This isn't just a one-off study. It's a foundation for a much deeper, maybe even global understanding of who we are when we're online.
So it all comes back to you, really. The next time you find yourself scrolling, maybe deep down an online shopping rabbit hole, just pause for a second and think about it. Are you there to snag the newest release before anyone else? Are you hunting for that unique thing that nobody else will have? Are you just enjoying the thrill of discovering what's out there? Or are you doing your homework so you can tell your friends what to buy? As you browse, click, and buy, which of those 4 e-personalities sounds most like you?